Guillain-Barré syndrome is a disease where your immune system attacks your nerves. It affected me mostly in my feet and the rest of my legs.
And I was paralyzed from the waist down.
Hi, my name is Sadie, and my life was pretty normal until I woke up from a nap and everything changed. This is my story.
On Saturday, October 12th, I went to Girl Scout camp in the morning and everything was fine. I came home and I decided to take a nap. So I had an alarm set for 5:30 p.m., but I woke up a little bit before my alarm and I was unable to move. I have a loft bed that's about 6 feet in the air, so I was stuck up there. I was unable to talk as well because in my head I was screaming like help, 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 but I wasn't talking out loud at all. So eventually, after what was about probably 10 minutes of me in my head not being able to talk, I started to be able to whisper, and my little sister heard me asking for help and went and got my mom. So my mom came in, and by that point I could lift my head, but I couldn't move my arms or my legs, and I could move my hands a little bit, but not very much. And my mom came in, she got my little brother, he pulled me out of my bed, and I couldn't stand. Every time he would stand me up, I would like melt, my knees would buckle and everything, and I would fall. So I wasn't able to hold my body weight, and I wasn't able to feel my legs, my feet, or breathe. Like, I wasn't able to take full breath. So we went to the hospital that night. The doctor there said, I understand you have pain or whatever, but I think it's just sleep paralysis. So, like, go home and go to the pediatrician. I went back to the doctors, and they did a bunch of blood testing. And they also just sent me home, and they said, you need to wait. You're not having a hard time breathing anymore, so go home and just rest and wait. Okay. Thursday, I went to school in the morning because I had some tests to take. Thought I was doing fine. I was still having a lot of pain, a lot of trouble walking. But lunchtime, I was eating, and my friend was like, hey, come sit at my table with me, and I couldn't move. I couldn't get up, and I was like, I'm sorry, I just can't move. Then it got worse and worse, and the pain went right back to how it was on Saturday. My friend, she lifted me up from the armpits underneath and laid me flat on the ground. He texted my brother and was like, come get Sadie. So he carried me to the nurse's office and to a different local hospital than the one I went before. And then they did an MRI, and the MRI came back that I had a spot in my spine. I'm not really sure. It wasn't the spot that I had in my spine then, it wasn't a big deal, but they worried them a little bit. And then they decided to send me to the capital. So I live in New York, so I went to Albany.
They sent me by ambulance because I was a fall risk, and they wanted to make sure that I didn't get hurt on the way there.
In Albany, I was there from Thursday the 17th till Tuesday the 22nd. And that's when they did the spinal tap. They did a 3-hour MRI. They did all the tests that they could do. On October 21st, 2019, I was diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome. After that, they gave me gabapentin, which is a nerve-reducing. I'm not really sure what gabapentin is, but it was supposed to help with my nerve pain. And they sent me home the 22nd. So I was diagnosed the 21st, and I was sent home the 22nd. And I started PT on Friday, the 25th of October. Since then, I've been out of school, and I've been doing PT twice a week.
On October 28th, I stopped taking gabapentin due to an allergic reaction where I broke out in hives all over my body, and I had to get steroid shots at the emergency room.
Since then, I have been out of school. I've been going to PT twice a week. Now, in the house, I've been walking with a walker, and outside of the house, I've been using a wheelchair. But I'm getting AFOs, and once I get my AFOs, I should be able to start really intensely strengthening my legs, and then being able to walk with the walker and the AFOs, and then eventually I'll be able to get my walking back. So right now, I am doing okay. So I'm feeling really alone.
My hair has been falling out.
The last month has been probably the hardest month of my whole entire life, and it's been a long journey since I was diagnosed, but it's really hard. I'm just really grateful for my family. I'm really grateful for the staff at the hospitals. So this channel is going to be all about my recovery, but I also want to educate people about this disease, and I just want to make sure anybody that has this illness knows they're not alone. If anybody has any questions, please leave them below and I will answer any questions. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys stick around for my journey of recovering and know you're never alone.